Most people hear the name MK Ultra and think of conspiracy forums, wild rumors, or Hollywood-style government experiments. But the truth, the documented truth, is far more unsettling. Because MK Ultra wasn't madness, it wasn't paranoia, and it wasn't science fiction. It was a business model. A multi-million-dollar state-funded attempt to answer one question. If you can shape how people think, can you control how they act? And if you can control action, what does that mean for governments, markets, and the entire global economy? Welcome to Financial Timeline, where money, power, and history collide.
To understand MK Ultra, you need to understand the world of the early 1950s. The Korean War had just ended. American POWs returned home acting different. Some praised communism. Some made forced confessions. The U.S. believed someone, China, North Korea, or the Soviet Union, had found a way to reprogram human behavior. Propaganda was becoming a weapon. Ideology was becoming ammunition. The Cold War wasn't just military, it was psychological. And inside the CIA's headquarters, a chilling idea took shape. If the mind can be broken, maybe it can be controlled.
In 1953, CIA Director Allen Dulles signed off on a new program, MK Ultra. Officially, it looked like research, but in reality, it was a shadow economy of influence experiments, funded through secret budgets, fake foundations, and elite universities. Over 20 years, the CIA built a network of professors, psychiatrists, chemists, hospitals, prisons, pharmaceutical companies. Millions of dollars flowed through legitimate institutions disguised as harmless behavioral research. But the real experiments were anything but harmless.
MK Ultra crossed lines no government program should ever cross. High-dose LSD given without consent, sensory deprivation, hypnosis, electroshock repatterning, psychological dismantling, isolation. If there was a rule, it was ignored. If there was a limit, it was crossed. But here's the part most documentaries never mention. MK Ultra wasn't just about torture or control. It was about economics. The CIA wanted to know, if you can predict human behavior, you can control everything built on behavior.
While MK Ultra operated in secret, the corporate world was conducting its own experiments in plain sight. Madison Avenue was rewriting advertising. Behavioral psychology was becoming a commercial tool. The consumer economy was exploding. Companies were asking the same questions as the CIA. What makes people buy? What makes them choose? What makes them loyal? Two worlds, intelligence and commerce, were chasing the same goal: controlled decisions. MK Ultra was the dark mirror of a much larger movement, the rise of behavioral engineering.
Even after the CIA destroyed most MK Ultra files in 1973, some fragments survived. Project Midnight Climax. CIA runs safe houses where sex workers unknowingly dosed clients with LSD while agents watched behind one-way mirrors. Subproject 68. Dr. Ewen Cameron's infamous Montreal experiments, combining drugs, electroshock, and psychic driving to erase and rebuild personalities. Experiments on prisoners and students, all done without consent, all justified as national security, all designed to see how far behavior could be pushed. These weren't accidents. They were investments. After MK Ultra, Universities, corporations, and eventually Silicon Valley expanded the fields behavioral economics, marketing psychology, political persuasion, data-driven advertising, and algorithmic influence. Kahneman and Tversky revealed that humans are not rational. We're biased, emotional, predictable. And the economy shifted. Governments used nudges. Corporations used triggers. Tech platforms used algorithms. What MKUltra attempted with chemicals, modern technology achieved with data.
In the digital age, influence became invisible, personalized, measurable, profitable. Platforms don't need to control your mind. They just need to control what you see. And once they control your attention, they influence what you believe, what you fear, what you buy, how you vote, how markets move. This is the true legacy of MKUltra. Not mind control, but behavioral leverage.
Today, the most valuable commodities are not oil, gold, or even data. They are attention, belief, behavior, consent. When memes move stock prices, when viral panic triggers bank runs, when political narratives affect currencies, when algorithms shape desire, that is influence economics, the world MKUltra foreshadowed.
MKUltra didn't fail. It evolved. It showed governments, corporations, and technologies that controlling behavior is the most profitable power on Earth. And today, the battle for that power happens quietly, subtly, and everywhere. Because the most valuable asset in the world isn't capital, it's consent. If this gave you a new perspective, hit subscribe. History has the answers. I'll show you where to look.